Alrighty, good morning, everyone. It is currently 1:34 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. My name is Steve from the Chattanooga Weather Desk, and have a lot to talk about, including the possibility for severe weather as we work our way into later this weekend into next week. When I say later this weekend, I'm talking for late Sunday, continuing to Monday and into Tuesday. So, more details to talk that out here very shortly. Let's go and get started on the latest outlook from Twistcast Storm Team as well as my Tennessee Storm Watch Center. First of all, currently from the Chattanooga Weather Desk radar live here. This is GR level 3 for the Nashville metro area, and as you can see, the coding for Nashville is KOHX. And right now, not really anything going on. Everything is clear across Nashville, also East Tennessee. As you can see, I can press this radar for a little bit, let it kind of animate some, and once again, really not a whole lot or not anything going on at all. As a matter of fact, skies are clear, and it looks like it's going to be that way for the rest of tonight. Here's a look at the east side of Tennessee near Knoxville. As you can see, once again, it's clear, nothing going on once again anywhere across Kentucky or Tennessee. And then as we move a bit more further off to the south, which is over Alabama and Huntsville, Alabama there. Again, not really anything going on across the southern part of Tennessee either. So it's pretty clear. That's a good sign, as there really isn't no rain or thunder to pick up at all. So probably once in a little bit first time tonight, we're in the clear area for the all clear for storms, which is definitely some good news. People can actually get some sleep, which is what I'm about to do very shortly. Okay, let's look into my next stop is going to be the outlook for severe weather. And I kind of put these things together just a few minutes ago. Let me go ahead and explain to you what I've got going on outlook-wise. Now this is actually for Tuesday. Outlook-wise, Monday and Tuesday, you'll see I got a wide area of orange all the way from Wisconsin down to all of Tennessee, through the most part of Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, as well as Virginia, West Virginia, and Ohio. As you can see, we have a stationary boundary that stretches from west to southeast over the Ohio Valley region and through the Tennessee Valley. And with that stationary boundary in place, a lot of moisture coming up from the Gulf Coast of Mexico. And that is resulting in the chance for strong to severe thunderstorms. Now, as far as the tornado risk is concerned, I did put a risk out for Wisconsin and Minnesota. Wisconsin and Minnesota and the extreme parts of Iowa for Sunday and Sunday night. While then Monday, kind of stretching southern and eastern Wisconsin all the way through the central parts of Kentucky and the very central part of Middle Tennessee, and then back on up in through parts of western and central Ohio. So it's a pretty good bet of where I'm expecting most of the supercellular severe weather to occur, with possibly a couple of tornadoes, although I cannot maybe rule a tornado out or a lot of East Tennessee either. So we have a pretty good widespread scenario of severe weather possible. This map going into Tuesday, Monday, and Tuesday's time frame. And then let me go ahead and bring out the new one. And of course, here's the outlook from my area. Here's the outlook from my perspective for Sunday. Again, that red shaded area indicates tornado threat from Wisconsin to actually from central and western Minnesota and southeastern Minnesota. As a matter of fact, all of Minnesota under the red for the possibility of the most active severe weather for large hail damaging winds, including tornadoes. Still can't rule out a couple of tornadoes for South Carolina and North Carolina. However, I really do think much of the orange shaded areas will deal with large hail or damaging winds, mainly during the afternoon. And once again, just like today, a few of those storms could be loose leaf. I showed you Sunday's map. This is Monday and Tuesday's map. The severe weather threat continues to be ongoing all over the Carolinas, some parts of the Tennessee Valley. I'm really thinking about landing my red shaded area once again over Illinois, some parts of Middle Tennessee, a little part of East Tennessee, and then kind of circling its way back over to Western and Central Ohio. And that's for the possibility of some large hail damaging winds and tornadoes. But anywhere along this orange shaded area, I'm looking at widespread severe weather. So now what is to be determined by the models, by the upcoming models, including from SPC, is the tornado threat. So you can most definitely bet that I'll be watching that latest. I'll be watching the latest developments for you folks out there that are within this threat of severe weather. So without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to the next model scenario. Again, this is why I kind of picked out the outlook the way I did, is because if you look at the system here and you see what goes on with these systems, you see within that stationary boundary, the systems go from northwest to southeast, and the more farther away, the more north the storm system collides, the less chances of showers, thunderstorms, and severe weather anyone picks up. But the more north it goes, the more chances, the more south it goes. And so and the more south any system goes, you stand a better chance of getting some storms. But again, we'll have a stationary boundary that is currently hung up over the area, which will provide showers and thunderstorms for the next few days with the possibility of a few severe storms. Here's the latest surface analysis within 12 hours from now. Looks like the outlook is following along so well. Looks like the stationary boundary will kind of hover over parts of extreme East Tennessee. through the Midwestern plains. And where you see that little extra low that's kind of forming off just to the southwest, that what that's going to do is push in with these other lows, and that is what is going to bring in possibility of a few tornadoes over Minnesota for tomorrow's threat. Meanwhile, you do have an area of showers and thunderstorms elsewhere forming along the stationary boundary, and a few of those thunderstorms could possibly become strong to severe. Now, giving you one outlook, perhaps I'll give you another one from SPC. Once again, SPC does expect the enhanced risk of severe weather over Minnesota, some parts of Wisconsin. However, notice I did choose central Wisconsin for what I did see. And with this marginal risk of severe storms across East Tennessee, I think that slight risk of severe weather should be brought down a little bit more far to the south and east due to the fact that models are showing some substantial thunderstorm development for Sunday and into early Monday.